So if I do 192.168.0./16, so if I give this IP range, and then if somebody asks you how many IPs you're gonna get, then how do you define them? What are the reserved IPs, and then how you're gonna differentiate them? So assume these are subnets, subnet 1 or subnet 2, subnet 3, and so on. So how you gonna do? So if you see 192.168.0.0/16, wherever you're gonna see this, if this value will be smaller, then you're gonna get more IPs. Then what you do, you need some calculation. So that's gonna be, if once you understand this logic, so it's gonna be easier for you. So what you have to do, whatever the value you're gonna get here, you need to subtract from 32. So in this case, if you do 32 minus 16, then that's gonna be 16. Then whatever the value you're gonna get, then you need to do 2 power and that value, in this case 16. So that many IPs you're gonna get. So if I open Python, so that's a 2 power 16. Then I'm gonna get 65536 IPs. 65536 IPs. Then if you do /6/24, for instance, or 25, so that's 192.168.0.0/24. Then how many IPs you're gonna get? Then what you need to do, just do 32 minus 24, that's gonna be 8. Then what you need to do, you need to do 2 power and that 8. Then how many IPs you're gonna get? So let's use Python. 2 power 8, that's a 256 IPs. So let's take another example, 192.168.0.0. If I do /28, then how many IPs you're gonna get? Then what you need to do, 32 minus 28, that's gonna be 4. Then what you need to do, 2 power 4, so that equals to 16, right? So out of these 256 or 65536 and 16, you need to reduce minus 5 IPs. So if you do 16 minus 5, so in this case 251 IPs. So if you come over here, then 16 minus 5, 11 IPs. These are available IPs. That means you can create EC2 machines by using these IPs. So these are available IPs. Okay, these 11 are available IPs over here. And if you come over, so these many IPs you're gonna get. Then let's check that. So jump into VPC section, just do test VPC, just give it as 192.168.0.0/16. That's a this is for VPC. So create the VPC. Just gonna copy this VPC ID to filter. Then I'm gonna go to subnet, create subnet. So let's do with this this one /24. Then if I select that VPC, then I'm gonna subnet test 192.168.0.0/24. So here you can see the 256 IPs. Then create subnet. So once you create the subnet, if you come over here, it says 251 IPs available. So that's what I said. So this is how we got 251 IPs. So in that 250 IPs, okay, I'm just gonna do 192.168.0.0, 192. Let's copy this. This is gonna be one. Sorry, my bad. This is gonna be 1. and 2, that's going to be 3, and so on. The last one, 192.168.0.255. So 1 to 255 and plus 0, that's going to be 256. So out of these IPs, as I said, it's gonna we're not gonna get the 5 IPs. So these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are, these are reserved IPs. Okay, these are reserved IPs. So if you try to assign these IPs to your machines, you're not gonna get, and this one as well. So these are reserved IPs. So let's prove that. I come back here. So as I said 251 IP, that's fine. Then jump into EC2. Just click on launches. Just I'm gonna say test EC2. AMI doesn't matter. So just choose your VPC, and then if you click on advanced networking, then here try to assign 192.168.0.0. So let's launch it. So you got an error. It says subnet reserved IP range. So even if you try to give 3 as well, you're going to get the same, and 255 as well. So let's check that. If I try to give 03, so yeah, you didn't get that. Even if you try to assign 255, let's see. Okay, so that it proves that whichever subnet you're going to create, first 4 IPs and the last 1 IP is going to be reserved IP. So AWS doesn't allow you to assign these IPs to your machines. So if I give other than that any other IP, so I'm gonna get so if I do 254 for instance, so now I got that. So this way you're gonna do that. In what you need to do in real world, you usually what you usually do 192.168.0.0, then /24 is one of the subnets, then do 192.168.1.0/24, 192.168.2.0/24, and so on. So you usually increase this value to avoid the confusion. So that's how you're gonna do. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.